Welcome to season 8 of the NSSL. And we still had the same teams. We actually had a draft, but I couldn't show you a draft just because of like stupid stuff. And yeah, so no person will be on the same team. Like there's a lot of PDs on the same team, and I know some people didn't enjoy that, so I took that out, and every single team has different players. And we will head to the Daisy Flowers, where we're seeing the same thing here again. Instead, I did up their projection to 10-5. You know, they got a good pitcher. They got Wall. Luigi's gonna make his first debut in the opening game versus the Monarchs. And then they got good pieces like Petey. They have Petey, the superstar. They still have him. White Dry Bones, good piece. Blue Shy Guys are a good piece. Good speed with Red Yoshi. And Paratroopa, always a good piece. And the me is Preston, a great piece to have on your team. 10-5. That's a good record. Second in the division, though, there's a team that's better, and that is the Mario Fireballs, who had a bit of a slump, had a 3-game win streak to try and make a comeback to reach maybe a DS, but couldn't do it. You know, the Eggs won. Can't do anything about that. A huge slump the start of the season, but can't really help with that. But they have good pieces. They have Blue Pianta. They have really good pieces. Like Blue Pianta offensively, Baby DK offensively, Dry Bones offensively, Blue Critter offensively. And then they have some good defensive pieces, which is Mario, great pitcher. Birdo, a good secondary pitcher and really good defensively. And then you got the Koopas out there who are very good defensively. And Blue Critter, yeah, he's okay. But Blue Critter did make that big error in ALCS. I'm happy to see. I'm excited to see, well, that outcome will affect the Mario Fireballs. And then we have a team that kind of choked in the in the NLCS. I mean, they had a great team, 12-3, projected 12-3. I think they made it 12-3, but now they fell off the spectrum. They have some pieces, like they still have Blooper, they still have Blue Dry Bones, they still got their Paratroopa, but no big guys except for Bowser himself. They have no big guys. Bowser's going to be like this whole offense, and they really don't have pitching. They have Blooper, not the best pitcher. You know, I project them 7-8 because I don't see a Monsters team doing that bad. But yeah, but they do have Magic Koopa. They have good pitchers. They don't have the main pitcher though. They don't have a main hitter. But yeah. And then the Yoshi X projected to take a last. They got no big hitters. They got a really good pitcher though. Unlike the Monsters, they have a good pitcher. Probably the best pitcher in the league was this King Boo. You know, didn't play last year at all, but he's gonna make a comeback this year with the Eggs. You know, got Yoshi. We got 2 Yoshis on your team. Don't have the best. I think King Boo might be your best. He might be the MVP of this season. If he plays MVP caliber, which I don't think he will, this team's gonna go places. But if he doesn't, this team's gonna fall off the train tracks. But 6-9, that's the happy medium. So yeah, their ceiling. I'm gonna project the ceiling because this team could be all over the place. If King Boo does play for MVP caliber, great pitching, great hitting, I'm gonna say 12-3. But if he falls off the tracks, he doesn't do anything, 2-13. We might see a season 2 Eggs. We might see a season 4-5 Eggs, but you never know. Now we have the DK Wilds, the best team in the league with history, no doubt in my mind. They got Funky Kong still. They got DK, Diddy, a good pitcher, Dark Bones, a great hitter, Dixie, Blue Toad. This team is just looking stacked, but they seem to disappoint me for the past season, so I'm just going to stay at 8-7. You know, probably going to do better, but I project them at 8-7. Now we got the rookies, the defending champions of the AL. I see them falling off a cliff. I don't know. They had a team just like this last season, but I I just don't see this team getting anywhere. Their best hitter is Brown Critter, which is saying something. Like, you can't have him be your best hitter. You can't have a Toad be your best hitter. Bowser Jr. is a pitcher. He can only get you some places. He could play like last season and just be absolutely dialed in the big moments, but I just don't see him doing anything. 6-9, maybe even a little below. Yeah. Now we got the Luigi Knights. I think this is the first time I've ever projected them over 9 wins. They got Luigi, they got Wiggler, they got Baby Daisy, they got Yellow Pianta, they got the Piantas. They have 2 Piantas on their team. How do you not get 10 or 11 wins? If they don't, that's very disappointing, but I'm expecting them to just floor on this AL. This AL is not that hard. The AL is usually not that hard, but yet I think there's one team that can give them a run for their money, and that team is the Peach Monarchs. 4 seasons, I think, in a row, they did not do anything. No, it was 3 seasons in a row. Their best record in 3 seasons in a row was 4-11, and they did that twice. Last season, they were 3-12. I think with this draft, they bounced back. They had good draft picks. Peach made some good picks with their draft picks, and I think that with these pieces of King K. Rool is either on or off. You never know which King K. Rool you're going to get. You got Wario, who's going to make his debut versus the Flowers in the opening day. Hammer Bro, Boomerang Bro. With these big hitters, I don't see them not performing on offensively. And they have Peach. They have Peach and Wario splitting up. Maybe even Boomerang Bro in there. But this team just doesn't really have any flaws besides pitching. But that's really how it is for most of these teams. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is going to be a season, opening day. These are my projections. They're not always right. I mean, you saw how I was with the rookies last year. Projected them 3rd in division, 6-9, and they became 1st in division at 8-7. So, yeah, I never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. And yeah, these are just my projections. And I hope you guys enjoy this season. It's going to be a good one. See ya.